Morning to one and all. I hope you are fine and doing well. So, I have not done the previous classes as we are having some regular classes with class 9 and 10. So, I was not having so much of time. So, today we are going to start with a new lesson, and the name of the lesson is A Handful of Salt, lesson number 11. So, before we start the lesson, let's know about the writer. Who is the writer? Subhadra Sen Gupta. So here who is Subhadra Sen Gupta? Let's know who is he. So he is known as being historical character and places to life through her story for children. So Subhadra Sen Gupta is also a well-known children's story writer. Okay, many of our children books are historical and fictitious. Historical story for the children's and fictitious story. Then next, she also writes trouble story, that is story about detective, ghost. Three of her books, the name of the book is A Clown. Then for Tinili Raman, Jodhabai and 12 O'Clock, this is a ghost story, have won the White Raven Award at the Bolagana Children's Book Fair. So what are the name of the book? A Clown for Tinali Rama, Jodhabai and 12 O'Clock Ghost Stories. These were the famous story that he have won a award, and the award is Bolagana Children Books Fair. Okay. She is also the recipient of Sahitya Akademi Bal Sahitya Puruskar for her contributions to children literature in English. Apart from that, she is also a reception of which award? Sahitya Akademi Bal and Sahitya Puruskar for her contribution for children literature in English. So this was a brief note about Subhadra Sen Gupta. So let's look at the lesson. A thin 61-year-old Mahatma, armed with other but a walking stick, marches to the sea with a crowd of followers. Read what fascinates two young boys in a small village in Gujarat as they wait for Bapu. So here, that time Mahatma Gandhi was 61 years old. So he was armed with nothing but a walking stick. Okay, he was armed with a walking stick, and he had to march to the sea with a crowd of followers. So here you will see two young boys. Name of that boy name is not mentioned here. So there were two young boys, and they belong from a small village from Gujarat. So they are waiting for Bapu. Who is Bapu? Mahatma Gandhi. So first let's see. Dhani and Gokul climbed up the smallest peepal tree. It was the best spot for a long distance view. They could see the rough village track for miles as it sneaked away beyond the hurdle of the mud thatched huts to run along the Sabarmati River. This morning, the river lay glistening in the early morning light. So here, the name of the two boys is Dhani and Gokul. So they can climb where? They climbed the tallest peepal tree. So there was the best spot. This was the best spot for them from where they can view each and everything, from where they can see. So they could see the rough village, okay, trek of miles, and it snake away. Here snake away means stretch ahead, that is long, okay, like snake, long straight road that is not curve, okay, that has twisting curves. Then beyond the hurdle of mud thatched hut, there big village, so their village was having a thatched huts, not pakka house, okay, that is kacha house. Then to run along the Sabarmati river, so nearby the village there was a Sabarmati river. So this morning what happened? The river lay glistening in the early morning light, and the river, what it was doing, that was remaining like a glistening, that is in the early morning light. So here, no one knew when the procession would come. So the two boys had come prepared for a long wait. They were carrying a small cloth, bundle of chapatis and a couple of bananas. So here, this boy, they thought that they had to wait for long because they don't know when Bapu is going to come. So for this reason, what they did, so they took a lunch with them. What they were carrying? They were carrying a small bundle of cloth, okay, that before, no, like you people, you are having tiffin, water bottle, so they were not having this type of things. So they take a small cloth, in that cloth they tied what they bundle up, they bundle up a few chapatis and a couple of bananas, that is for their lunch as a tiffin. Dhani turned to his friend and asked, how will we know when Bapu is coming? Will there be someone beating a drum, singing and dancing? So Dhani asked a question to Gokul, okay. He said, how we will know that Bapu is coming? So when Bapu will come, if there will be a beat of drums or there will be singing and dancing, whether there will be singing and dancing. So what Gokul replied, let's see. Gokul grinned and shook his head. What do you think? This is a notanki show. So here what Gokul replied, Gokul grinned his teeth, okay, that way, no. So he grinned his teeth and he said, what do you think? This is a notanki, this is a drama, that they will beat a drum or they will sing and dance when Bapu will come. So they replied Gokul to Dhani. The village had been talking of nothing else but the march for days. So this village, they are not talking of anything else, but they were talking about the march, about the village, okay. So they are talking about when Bapu will come. So there was a discussion. When something is going to happen, what we do? We used to have a lot of discussion over that, no? Like some program is going to happen here in our society. Then we will go on talking. Yes, there will be program, there will be a theatre after 2 days there. So we will go on talking. Not same like that. It happened that they were talking about the procession of Gandhi, okay. They were talking about from so many days. So here, from what I can understand, Gokul began, Bapu will go to the seaside and make salt. So here Gokul said, I think what I have understood after getting to the point, I came to know that I think Bapu, Mahatma Gandhi, he will walk to the seaside and I think he is going to make salt, okay. He is going to make salt. Salt? Why salt? Dhani asked astonished. Burning English goods, wearing khadi, that made sense. Why walk for days and days then instead of a big and exciting bonfire of foreign goods make salt? So here Dhani said, why salt? I don't have any knowledge what you are talking about, because burning English goods, no? Who burned the English goods? Gandhiji. So here he said burning English good and wearing khadi clothes, that made sense. But I don't think this salt made sense. So why walk for a days? That means walking for days and night, and instead of a big and exciting bonfire, instead of big and exciting this having a fire by burning the things and all. So why is the use of making salt useless thing? Here Dhani said, okay. So today we will stop here. We will continue in the next class. I hope so you are clear with the explanation. If you have any doubt regarding the explanation, you can get back to me as per the schedule. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.